Hey y'all, so I'm making this video really quick to thank all of you who came by in my live stream from last night. I really appreciate the love that I always receive on my channel, and whether, whatever your intentions are when you watch me, it's just honestly always been a pleasure to know that I will always have a solid community here. That if you all don't do anything at all, y'all at least hear me, and I know that much. And I really thank you all for your engagement and participation and just listening to me in my stream yesterday. And so this video is just following up that stream by kind of breaking down what's necessary, and also a re-upload of the video where my child's father threatened my life.
I'll kill you.
I didn't hear you correctly.
Your life will be turned upside down.
Okay, and
I'll kill you.
I didn't hear you correctly.
Your life will be turned upside down.
Okay,
Your life will
and
be turned upside down.
all right.
There'll be lawyers. There'll be all kinds of shit going down.
And you all know I'm doing this just as a way to be heard, because I don't care how long it takes for my voice to be heard. I don't care how many procedures I have to go to or go through. I don't care how drawn out any court case or anything can be. I really don't care. I love myself enough to hear myself and speak my voice for myself. And I also love my child enough to continuously advocate for my child, regardless of what narratives my child's father has tried to spin. And I refuse to have myself or my child gaslit into some kind of false reality that our bond has ever deserved to been tethered by a spiritually bankrupt and corrupt man like my child's father. But you just told me that if I leave, you're gonna kill yourself.
I don't give a fuck at this point, nigga. Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, you act like I'm
You
doing
just
some
messaged
shit.
me about Brandon, who I confirmed was a friend.
Yeah, whatever.
So
What are you doing right now? What's cracking? What's going on? What I do wrong tonight? A little wrong shit, apparently. What's up? What I do wrong tonight?
well, it's obvious in your voice that you're wasted.
I know I like to get drunk. That's your fault.
Oh, so you're blaming me for being drunk?
No, free hookup with me. I'm a drunk.
Like, it's really quite embarrassing, honestly, who he's shown and revealed himself to be. But in a way, I'm grateful, because if anything, it's taught me a big lesson, not only within myself, and to look at myself and hold myself accountable in different ways, and, break cycles in ways that I probably was unsure of, and recognizing karmic loops and recognizing trauma loops and breaking that. And that's why I started Traumatized Girly. And I will say that after I post this video, I will leave everything sit, because I don't have time to be active on both channels like that. I really don't, you guys. And although I do love your support and I really do appreciate you, I will be over on Traumatized Girly, continuing to post, continuing to talk about mindset and manifestation, and continuing to move towards my dream life as it inches closer each day, right? So pretty much, as I stated in my live stream, yesterday, I told you all that my child's father, after I left him and after we separated and all that stuff like that, I told you all that he tried to pursue me in a custody battle over my child. And it's post-separation abuse in the finest, because he made false allegations trying to say I live in a drug den. Mind you, I just told you all yesterday that the home that I currently live in is the 80-year-old family home that's been on my father's side of the family for 80 years, which we're actually prepping to sell. And you guys know I'm studying for my real estate license, but it's already been an agreement to have this home up for sale. I'm already included in getting the portions of the deal and all of that. And one of my personal goals is to move forward with this house under my belt in a way to where I can just have it under my belt as I move and pursue my career, my side career in real estate, because that's always been a dream of mine. And my child's father calling this home a drug den is even more asinine, because of the fact that my late grandmother, who passed in December 2023, he met her, okay, and she was very ill, and unfortunately she did need a lot of help with this house. I mean, you guys know how it is when family members get sick, especially when family members pass away one by one and then there's only one left. Things get, pretty tense. And unfortunately, in December 2023, I did not tell her that, I was pregnant, because she ended up in and out of hospice, and she ended up passing away in hospice before I could ever tell her. And even though I helped arrange her funeral, and I spoke at her funeral, she never knew that I was pregnant. So I just trust that she sees in spirit what's happening, right? And my child's father, when she was alive and actively struggling with this home at the time, he told her that he would help her with this home. And obviously that help never came. And so to mock that and call this space a drug den and to make completely bogus allegations that are completely false. I mean, obviously, like, you all know, like, I'm a healthy person. I take care of myself. It's just like, it's preposterous. So I don't even need to entertain that. But it's just the actual audacity and the spiritual corruption behind his actions that are sickening. In addition to him trying to drag and draw this, custody case out while actively withholding my child while we are in a battle, and no one is aware that he's been withholding the child, even though I've been trying to get my voice heard through motions, through proceedings, through my attorneys and everything. And I'm meeting with another one next week and everything like that. And he has intent for me to miss my child's birthday. And there's nothing that anyone could tell me that I would ever deserve to miss my child's first birthday, especially when my child is being actively withheld from me. And I have continuously reached out, tried, gone through police. And yes, like I told you on my live stream, this is not like a crisis situation. This is just me stating my side and my facts and getting all of the ugly truth out there, regardless of what narratives are being spun, especially because a lot of people on my child's father's side, whether they're his friends, his family, whoever they are, they watch this channel. And I'm making this video for you all because it doesn't matter what narrative he spun to you guys. It doesn't matter what he said to you all. It doesn't matter how you all continue to enable him and his toxic, horrible behavior, probably because you all are afraid of him too. Because I know that some of you all have tried to call him out before on certain things. And I know you guys see how he acts. And I know you guys are aware of how reckless he is. And I know that you all probably see what he's doing. And even though some of you may wonder, why am I not around? What happened? And what's going on there? Whether you are actively asking that out loud or not, I'm sitting here to your face telling you exactly what's going on. Because there's no way in hell that anyone, I don't care who they are, thinks that it's right for me to miss my child's first birthday because they are so much of a pig of a human that they are fiending for control through custody because it's their last grip at a failed attempt to try to control me, my emotional state, and most importantly, my child's emotional state and my child's bond with me. Nothing will ever sever a mother's bond from her child. No matter how many forces, people, systems try to get in the middle of that, nothing can ever sever it, especially when the mother has always shown up for her child and been present for her child. And my child's father, whether you all who are watching me from his side or not are aware that he indeed took advantage of a moment when I was vulnerable, when I was sick, actively bleeding with a fever, right? And going through my fibroids dissolving, which I'm still going through. Like I have Doppler exams and all that. And in a way, it's like a positive thing because fibroids dissolving just means I'll be having less of them in the future. And my fertility is continuously improving. And even though my postpartum, like 1 year postpartum is coming to an end, right? It's a blessing, but it doesn't make it necessarily easy to deal with, especially when I was spiking fevers to around 101 and 102 when the bleeding first started. But I just need you all to really get it through your heads that during that time of vulnerability, he tried to default that custody case on me and weaponizing my silence in that time when I went to go and take care of my health and all of that. And the moment I started checking back in and following up to, pick my child up, he cut contact. And when he finally messaged me back on May 30th, he told me that he intends to withhold the child until the next court date, which is in a couple of weeks. And with my child's birthday being next week, that means that I would miss my child's first birthday. And there's just no way in hell I'm going to let that happen. Regardless of what happens in the system, regardless of what happens, my truth lives here. My voice lives here. My face, my life, my everything lives here. He will not get away with this, regardless of what type of narrative he tries to spin. And for all of you, from his family to his friends to his mother, to all of you, his co-workers, people who falsely look up to him thinking that he's some good guy because he has the wool pulled over your eyes, all of you are enabling one of the most corrupt, evil, sick, twisted people in the world. And a part of you, I think some of you all are aware of it, and it's why you don't say anything. You all are wide aware of why I left. Many of the girls who watch this channel, like, you all got that video of him threatening my life. You all received it. You did. And you all offered me comfort. You all were trying to be there for me and my baby. You all supported me in leaving. You all were hoping that things could work out for the better. And I'm telling you that things escalated in a way to where, as, you know, my emotions and proceedings and all of these things are getting, you know, drawn up in court, and it's taking forever to get my truth out because it's going one by one. Just because my truth is slowly leaking in the court system, and in this case, doesn't mean it's muted. Doesn't mean I'm not covered. Doesn't mean I'm not protected. And it definitely doesn't mean that I'm not aware. And I know who my child's father is. I live with him. There was a reason why I stalled to move in with him. Like, what woman stalls to move in with the child of her father, like, what, a week before their baby shower? That screams red flag. And it's because of the way he treated me while I was pregnant. It's because of all the threats that he made, that he has actually followed through on, all except killing me, right? All except that one. And we you know, we praise God for that, and we are blessed, and we remain grateful. But I'm making this video because my truth lives here. And there's no way in hell that anyone can gaslight me and tell me that this is what I deserve when I know damn well I don't. Especially when I've always shown up for my child. Especially when I've had programs like Kids Above All be there for my child. Especially when my family has been there for not only me and my child. And my friends have been there for me and my child. But most importantly, how I have been there for myself and my child. And I don't care what anyone thinks of me. I've been dragged before. I've been literally canceled before. I've had false narratives spread on me before. But to be honest, even people that used to participate in old campaigns and things against me, and I just called you all out, and I recognize y'all, and I shouted y'all out yesterday, because I do genuinely thank y'all, and I do love you guys, all of you, whether you were a part of the hate campaign or not. And this is me addressing my audience in this moment. But thank you all for respecting my motherhood, and I'm also serious. Some of you all have really, honestly, shocked me. And there is a part of me that misses this platform. There is a part of me that misses some of those old times together, you know, regardless of how dark it got. It's just, I just don't have time. And my mindset is just more on mindset content and manifestation content, and just, you know, being a mommy and moving forward, studying for my real estate license and working. So I'm very busy. But I love and appreciate the fact that you all, a lot of you, had the wherewithal and the consciousness enough to leave me alone when I became a mother, and to kind of like set some of the jokes aside and to support me, whether you liked me, hated me, or felt neutral about me, or whatever the case may be. And I do see you. And that is exactly why I will continue to use this platform for my voice. And this is exactly why I will continue to stand in my truth always, regardless of how, you know, things look or whatever. And from a mindset standpoint, I am consciously aware that all of this is not happening for no reason. I understand that I needed to learn these lessons so I can never choose a sick person like this ever again. But at the same time, I know damn well that my story doesn't end here. Because at the end of the day, the man of my dreams would never treat me this way. My actual husband, the actual real father of my future children, would never, ever treat me or my child this way, or any of my children this way, or my family this way. You know, a man of integrity, a man who actually knows how to care and provide and be there for his woman and his family, does not attack the other family, does not spread narratives about the mother of his child. This type of thing, this doesn't happen with men who actually have integrity and actually have a sense of spirit, a sense of soul, and a sense of self. You know, it's people who hate themselves who do shit like this that my child's father is doing. It's people who have spiritual rot who do things like this that my child's father is doing. It's people who are spiritually and emotionally bankrupt and so corrupt that their only grasp at feeling whole as a person is the illusion of control, that do shit like this. And that already tells me all that I need to know. However, I will not allow a person like this to negatively influence my child or negatively influence anything surrounding my child, especially in regards to my intentions. When I'm standing right here, I'm right here. Okay? My truth is right here. I'm hiding from no one. I have nothing to lose, but I only have everything to gain. All right? And standing in my truth unapologetically is something that I will never be afraid to do if I find it necessary. And that's exactly why I'm making this video, because regardless of how drawn out this process is, regardless of what happens from here, those of you who will be celebrating my child and my child's father's birthday, because yes, their birthday lands on the same day, which is another reason why he's trying to hoard that day from me intentionally, because he wants to feel important too. I really want you all to know, it doesn't matter how drunk y'all get. It doesn't matter how high y'all get, because a lot of y'all are on substances yourselves and you know who you are. It doesn't matter what kind of hoorah, good, crazy time y'all think you're gonna have. Any of you who are willing to sit there and enable this sick, corrupt man in severing or trying to sever the tie and severing the celebration of my child's birthday, my child's first birthday, without me, it doesn't matter how obliterated and under the influence you get, the truth will still live. And the corruption and the disgust and the sickness will continue to reveal itself. So enjoy while you can, and hopefully some of you can have the wherewithal enough to stay safe around my small child, because my child shouldn't even be in environments where adults are drinking and getting plastered all the time, or smoking all the time, or popping stuff all the time, but you all don't care because you did it around your own children, now didn't you? Right? I refuse. And I'm just going to continue speaking and standing in my truth for as long as I need to and as long as I see fit. And these videos will stay up, okay, for as long as they need to. And the day that you see my live stream and this video taken down is probably the day that I'll seek justice. But for now, my justice lives here, as my justice continues to unfold in the system, and as my attorneys and everyone, my family, my loved ones, even the police and everything, have my back on this, along with my program, Kids Above All. I know who I am. No one is going to diminish who I am and who I've always known myself to be. No one is going to do that. No one is going to take my integrity from me. No one's going to make me doubt my self-worth or my sense of self ever again. I hit rock bottom in Massachusetts in 2022, and I promised myself that I would never be dragged there again. So the fact that my child's father is making all of these attempts is just showing me how far I've come and how far I'll continue to go. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you all for listening and being so sweet and being so supportive. And yeah, I'll be over on Traumatized Girly, and that's just where I'll be posting my content. But for now, this content in this video is doing what it's needed to do, and I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. Mwah.